was drinking my straight alky when I was walking on down the street. I was drinking my
Well, I'd like to introduce Colin Woolway here as a special guest of ours at our blues festival.
Thank you.
And he's just come from a drum clinic, a fantastic display.
Thank you again.
And he's about to play a gig with us later on tonight. This is the final night of our festival here in Cobh. On my left is my son, Sean Long, who's making a name for himself in Brighton these days. And my name is Karl. And we have a blues club here in Cobh, the Cobh Blues Club, which happens once a week, sometimes once a month. And we have various visiting musicians that come and jam with us. And it's basically a love of the music of Rory Gallagher in particular, which inspired us. And his love of blues is sort of passed on through the generations, and that's really what we're trying to do, is continue that.
Feeling.
It's
Exactly.
interesting that it's Rory Gallagher, because he, for a lot of kids in my generation, you listen to some rock and roll, you listen to Rory Gallagher, but Rory Gallagher cared enough to explain sometimes where he got this song from,
Totally,
and
yeah.
you'd think, well, I'll go and check that out then, you know.
Yeah.
For some guys, I think that was the first time they'd heard of Robert Johnson, maybe the first time they'd heard of Huddy Ledbetter.
Yeah.
But they're hearing Rory Gallagher talking about it and hopefully
Yeah.
going, and certainly I did. You know, I had a grounding in the blues. I fell upon Rory Gallagher and really, really liked everything about him. I liked the way he looked, I liked his guitar, I liked the songs he did. But occasionally you'd pick up a snippet of something he said or the way he played the mandolin.
Yeah.
And you go and check out a bit more of that. So he was like a living history lesson.
Yeah, he also had a very Celtic style of blues.
Yes.
And like that with the mandolin.
Right.
Also the modal type of playing.
Yeah. He had character, all right. I mean, I can still remember Rory Gallagher's New Year's Eve gig was the place to be. That was the gig to
Yeah.
go and see. Like, all the other
Sure.
gigs that had happened throughout the year, that was the big one that people would go and watch. His New Year's Eve gig. Yeah, long time ago. Happy days.
Yeah, so that's the essence of what we're about. Is the inspiration really came from Rory Gallagher. I think we've mentioned his name about
We have.
20 times
Yeah.
already. But passing down through the generations, I mean, my own father was in the show bands and played the trombone, by the way, Colin. Which is, and now my son is also a musician. So, Rory Gallagher also started in the show bands here in Ireland, and there's that kind of connection as well.